Liverpool are through to the knockout stages in the Champions League in what was a dramatic night in club football's biggest club competition. Barcelona came back to somehow win 5-4. Atletico Madrid came back with 10 men. Lots of drama in last night's Champions League, including our boys just about going through, and not quite yet top of the league because of a certain Barcelona and a certain Raphinha. So we'll get into last night's results in this episode. We'll get into tonight's fixtures in this episode and what it means in the league table and what it means for Liverpool Football Club going forward in the Champions League. So Liverpool Football Club, we came out of Anfield last night with a 2-1 victory against Lille. Despite Lille going down to 10 men, they clawed back a goal through Jonathan David, and then we had a certain match winner that came on. The guy that everyone on this, certainly this channel, has been wanting to play much more often, is come on again and change the game, just like I did on Saturday. Harvey Elliot, ladies and gentlemen. Harvey Elliot needs the minutes now. He needs the credit. He needs his flowers. He is a sensational player. Yes, he took a deflection, but sometimes, my dad always used to tell me, you're not going to win the lottery without having a shot. You're not going to score without shooting. And that is simply what happened. Harvey Elliot had a shot, took a deflection, went in. But Harvey Elliot as the whole game, him and Chiesa, by the way, both changed the game for Liverpool in terms of having been clawed back 1 from Lille. We got the job done in the end. However, despite us being top pretty much, and it looked like we were going to end up being top of the Champions League with 1 game remaining, a certain Barcelona came back from pretty much death, 4-2 down to beat Benfica away, 5-4 in the dying seconds. Incredible night in Champions League. But like I said, Atletico Madrid came back as well, and that was an unbelievable game as well. But Liverpool, the guy's done it again. Mohamed Salah, 50 Champions League goals now for Liverpool. Incredible player, incredible moment again. Yes, he was quiet all night, but this is what we're going to get with Mo Salah. Sometimes he has been off in recent weeks, whether it be contract news or his contract, whatever is going on with his contract or something else. He's been off it. Just that's the way it is with players. Some players get off it, but the thing is with Mohamed Salah, he has enough weeks that he's on it that he saves us so many times. Last night he was off it, but he still managed to score an unbelievable goal, an unbelievable finish. Great football by Curtis Jones, as a scriptwriter would write after this week. Curtis Jones not criticising Mohamed Salah, but saying he has a better football than him. But it was script writing that Curtis Jones played a beautiful football to Mohamed Salah, for Mohamed Salah to have a fantastic finish, to allow Curtis Jones to have an ability to assist onto his portfolio. But it's funny how football works. Football is pretty much like a drama. It's like a soap at times, the way it is written. Yes, we got clawed back. I was quite impressed with Lille last night. I can see why they went on a 21 unbeaten game run. I can see why that happened, because they were very resolute. They were good in. I thought there was always a threat in attack at times. Their press was really good. I think they started the brightest of the two teams. Liverpool haven't been starting great in games anyway. That's just the way it is this season. But once we're comfortable in the game, we sort of control it, and then we sort of punish teams for not taking chances early on. So, but yeah, I was quite impressed with Lille. I expect Lille to go through. I'm just going to have a quick look at the league table now after Lille obviously losing. Lille, I think they are 11th, so they need to get top 8 to get automatically through without a playoff. So they've still got a chance of getting top 8. Obviously, teams played tonight, like Bayern Munich. Obviously, Real Madrid played tonight, Man City. They'll be looking at top 8 as well. But fair play to Lille. I thought they played really, really well, if I'm honest. I was quite impressed with them early on. However, just Liverpool's just got better players. That's just the way it is. And in this competition, sometimes just having the better players can overcome. And that's it's all about on the day. Like if we get to knockout stages and Lille in knockout stages, Lille could beat us. You know what I'm saying? We could meet Lille again at some point, and they could end up beating us. On the day, Liverpool just have better players and a couple of players that perform at a decent level. then we're going to win. We're going to win these sort of games. But yeah, Harvey Elliot and Federico Chiesa, both of them, I think, need. I get that sort as is. It's not looking like he likes these. Not saying looks like he likes them, but it's sort of not playing them more than what I'd want them to. However, when they do come on, they are proving a point, which is perfect. Which is perfect because if they are going to be backup options all the time, at least we can rely on these players to come on and change the game, which they are doing right now. Harvey Elliott's done the last 2 games. Chiesa was fantastic last night again. I'm hoping we can see a bit more fitness from Chiesa and we can see more minutes because he's talented. He's absolutely talented. He's a player that I've been watching for a good few years now. I think I wrote something on Twitter about him a couple of years ago. I think it was I don't know if it was in the World Cup or the Euros. I said he'd be a sensational talent for Liverpool if we're looking at that sort of position. But of course, we've had Mohamed Salah there. We've not really had to look at that sort of position. Now Chiesa has been bought at a cheap price. I think really it is worth that cheap price if we can get a little bit more minutes out of it. If we can say we get say 3 out of 10 games he can play. In terms of the price, if he can perform like that, if he can keep performing like that on the pitch, then I think it's absolutely worth the price, if I'm honest. But like I said, we don't do enough in transfer windows anyway. We know that. But Chiesa is a good player, and it's nice to have him as an option if he is available. I'm just hoping he's much more available. Harvey Elliott needs his praise, needs his flowers. I hope Harvey Elliott gets much more minutes now. I think Szoboszlai was all right again, but he's going to need rest at times. Szoboszlai. Curtis Jones was all right again, but not incredible. I think Harvey Elliott deserves a start maybe against Ipswich. Maybe a start against Ipswich, because in the last 2 games he has changed the game. And what more do you want than a player off the bench to do that, to change the game? Not just have a good impact, to actually change the game. There's nothing else for me he can do other than what he's doing. Maybe he's not doing nothing, I don't know. But he has come back from big injury. Hopefully that is a big reason why Slot's sort of easing him in and not giving him more minutes. I'm hoping on Ipswich we see at least 60 minutes from him, or I'm hoping he starts, to be honest. It'd be nice to see him start and see, maybe give Grav a rest. McAllister Szoboszlai behind Elliott, potentially. It would be nice to see that. So this isn't just this Champions League episode is not just about Liverpool. So last night's results had a big impact on the league table. So let's go through the results now. I'm just going to get them up. I don't remember off by heart like that, but yeah. So Atletico Madrid got a brilliant win, by the way, because Bayer Leverkusen were by far the better team. I've watched extended highlights on this, and Bayer Leverkusen seemed to be by far the better team from what I saw. Atletico Madrid got a sending off after the 23rd minute. Julian Alvarez has been sensational for Atletico Madrid since buying him, by the way. Got the equaliser in the second half. Then Nkappi got his second yellow for Bayer Leverkusen, and Alvarez again, 90th minute. Unbelievable. What a signing he's been for Atletico Madrid, which leaves Atletico Madrid in a very, very healthy position in 3rd place. So they are 6 points behind Liverpool in 3rd place, having won 5, lost 2, which is a good result for them. To say they're doing well in the league as well. Atletico Madrid. They just lost the first position in La Liga at the weekend. I think they lost to Las Palmas or something like that on Saturday. And then obviously Real Madrid won. Real Madrid might have beat Las Palmas. Anyway, they lost someone a bit further down the league, did Atletico Madrid at the weekend. So having top of the sort of second league in La Liga and doing well in Champions League, it's a brilliant year for Atletico Madrid. They are possibly an underdog team to look at in Champions League this season. Maybe the Borussia Dortmund of last season when they got to the final. But Barcelona are, for me, behind Liverpool, the second favourites to win the Champions League. And last night they proved mentality monsters, which have been said about Liverpool this season. Mentality monsters. Don't know when we're down. Don't know when we're beaten. And this is exactly what Barcelona showed last night. 1-0 down, obviously, early on. I think Pavel Dis, he scored 3 He scored 3 goals. He scored a hat-trick in the first half an hour. Lewandowski scored equaliser. Benfica went 3-1 up them, but Raphinha was sensational last night. 3-1 up, 3-2, 4-2, and you think, it's game over. Barcelona have lost this. Liverpool have come top of the Champions League. table, especially the group part. And then no, Barcelona never gave in, never gave up, and raphinha scored an unbelievable goal in the 96th minute. Obviously, must have annoyed Benfica because they ended up getting a sending off in the end. But what a sensational result for Barcelona, which leaves them 3 points behind Liverpool in the group table. But Barcelona do have a better goal difference by 2 goals. Yep, 2 goals. Have scored 26 goals, conceded 11. We've only conceded 2 goals in the Champions League, one of them last night, but we're not scoring as much as what Barcelona is scoring. So they are 3 points behind Liverpool. So a point for Liverpool against PSV next week would ensure a top place, or a Barcelona not win. If Barcelona don't win, so the only way Barcelona get top spot for Liverpool instead of Liverpool, would be if Barcelona win and Liverpool lose, basically. Which I can't see as that. Even if we to rotate the team against PSV Eindhoven, I can't see as not winning that, if I'm honest. So, but Bologna came back as well against Borussia Dortmund. So a lot of comebacks last night. Having watched it last night, Bologna came back against Borussia Dortmund from 1-0 down, 2-1 up. Bologna were the team that Liverpool played early on away, and we beat them at their own ground. Club Brugge got a good result against Juventus at 0-0, despite Juventus dominating the game. PSV got a good win away to Svenja, which Vestar Belgrade basically. So they won 3-2. That was a good win. Stuttgart got beat Slovan Bratislava away 3-1. The early games were Aston Villa lost, which is a big result for Monaco, but it's a big result in terms of Aston Villa because they are on the verge of coming out of the top 8. Obviously, we've got tonight's games to go. It's more than likely that Aston Villa come out of the top 8 tonight, which is a big thing because if you come top 8, you don't play a playoff in the next round. You sort of get a bye to the next round of the knockout stages. So top 8 is absolutely crucial for Aston Villa, and losing last night was not a good result for them. Atalanta beat Sturm Graz 5-0. Atalanta 4th place. So tonight's games, Arsenal play tonight, obviously, they'll lie in 5th place. So if Arsenal win tonight, they go 16 points, would go 3rd. Again, Arsenal playing well in Champions League. They've got a good win against Sporting Lisbon. I think, alongside Barcelona and Liverpool, Man City is obviously up there because they're going to improve form. But in terms of right now, I think Arsenal are the best team outside of those two. In terms of form, in terms of Champions League form as well as league form, I think Arsenal played really well, and they've got Dinamo Zagreb at home tonight. So I know there's never an absolute guaranteed win, but I think it's a guaranteed win. I think they beat Dinamo Zagreb quite easily tonight. So tonight's games, Leipzig against Sporting Lisbon, is a very interesting game, and that is certainly, it's an early kickoff as well. So if you are free to watch any game tonight, Leipzig Sporting Lisbon should be a good game for the neutrals. No offense to Shakhtar Brest, but Leipzig Sporting may be a game to watch over yourselves. But yeah, Brest have done all right this season. To be fair, they are 9th. So away to Shakhtar, they'd be looking to fancy themselves tonight. Away to Shakhtar with Brest. So if Brest were to win tonight, they'd be in the top 8. So that's an interesting game, just because Brest are away. Leipzig Sporting Lisbon is an interesting game, very interesting. AC Milan against Girona. Girona again, the same ownership as Manchester City. Probably fancied themselves going into this competition, but AC Milan, I think they're going to be too much for Girona tonight. Girona's not really done well so far in this competition, but AC Milan have got some talent players. Raphinha, they've got some incredible players. Pulisic as well. So yeah, I do fancy AC Milan to come out of that. Celtic are doing really well in the Champions League, which has probably surprised a lot of people. But Celtic, when they've got the league comfortable the way they have, because Rangers aren't playing that well this season, they're on and off at the moment. Celtic can concentrate on something like this in Europe, and 2 wins, 3 draws, and 1 loss. Only 1 loss in the Champions League, and they've got Young Boys tonight, bottom of the league. I expect them to beat them tonight. I expect to beat Young Boys tonight. Feyenoord against Bayern Munich. Bayern Munich are not really hit form in the Champions League yet, but they will fancy themselves away to Bayern Munich. A win for Bayern Munich would put them on 15 points, depending on what Brest do above them, and maybe Villa and Leverkusen. It would put them potentially in the top 8. Yeah, I think it would put them in top 8. Yeah, in fact, yeah, because Aston Villa have played, haven't they? So Yeah, it would put them in a win tonight for Bayern Munich. It would put them in top 8, depending on Brest as well. Yeah, it would put them in top 8 if they both won. But I think they'll see tonight's game against Feyenoord an absolute chance to win tonight. PSG Man City, obviously, if you want to watch a neutral game, the early game is obviously Leipzig Sporting, but it's set up to be an incredible game. PSG Man City. Man City is starting to hit form now. Haaland got his goal at the weekend, got a couple of goals a week. Foden is really playing incredibly in the last few games. He was incredible against Ipswich. If Foden's playing like this, he could cause absolute damage to PSG, and that is certainly an incredible game to watch, I think. Real Madrid, Salzburg. I kept an eye. I always keep an eye on Salzburg anyway. And before Linders went across there, Linders has turned Salzburg into a poor side. He's now sacked. So whether Salzburg bounce back from Linder's sacking, I don't know yet. But I think tonight's a bit too early to play Real Madrid for Salzburg to have a bounce back. So I expect Real Madrid to come out on top of that. Inter, I expect to go to Sparta Prague and win as well. So looking at the league table, so wins tonight for potentially Arsenal would put them in third. Brest. It's a tricky one for Brest because Brest will need to go out and win tonight. Just because I think Bayern Munich, AC Milan, Real Madrid will all fancy themselves tonight and will be right behind Brest. Brest need to get into that top 8. They're currently on the same points as Aston Villa and Inter in the top 8, but it's goal difference. The Villa scored 10 and they've conceded 6. So away to Shakhtar, I think they'd need to win for me, Brest, looking at tonight's games. But yeah, it's very, very, it's heating up. The Champions League is certainly heating up. PSG and Dinamo Zagreb sit just outside the top 24. So top 24 will go to a playoff. Top 8 will go automatically through as a bye regarding the playoffs. So from 9th to 24th will be in a playoff. So Man City are on the verge of that just coming out. So it's a huge game in Paris. Huge game in Paris. Because if PSG is to win tonight, Man City are at the top 24 with a game left. I'm just going to have a look at the fixtures now. I haven't really looked at the fixtures yet, so let's just have a quick look at the fixtures. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm just going to have a quick look at the fixtures. Who's Man City got last game? Club Brugge. That was a bit of an anticlimax, wasn't it? So yeah, they got Club Brugge last game, so I expect them to beat Club Brugge. But PSG got way to Stuttgart. Man City, if they lose tonight, they're in serious trouble. Because if Celtic win tonight, that's them clear of them. Real Madrid should win tonight. That's a bit clear of them. It would probably go down to Stuttgart, Man City, and the last game for that 24th place. Looking at this table, look at these fixtures, which is very, very interesting. If Man City were to go out, wow. Yeah. So everyone, let me know in the comments what you thought of last night's results. Let me know what you think of tonight's fixtures. Let me know what you think about the Champions League as a whole. Do you like this new format? Do you like the way that Liverpool have got an extra game now and then don't really need to play much, maybe a rotated team? Do you like the fact that Man City could possibly go out in 24th, 25th? Wow, that would be incredible because they've got PSG tonight. That's a big, big game for them. I expect Arsenal to win tonight. Like I said, Celtic have fancied themselves tonight as well. Real Madrid will certainly get a win tonight, I think. So if Celtic go through and Man City don't, then that would be hilarious. That would be absolutely hilarious. That would be one of the funniest things that's happened in European football in a long time. So let me know in your comments in the comments what you think of tonight's games, what you think of last night's games, and who your favourites of Champions League as well. And how far can Liverpool go? Are they favourites and can they beat this Barcelona side that are showing mentality monster side like we are? Thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, like this video, get notification bells on as well because we are not live every day. We've got content out every day. Sometimes we are live, but if you get your notification bells on, it will tell you when we are live. It will also tell you when we get content out as well. Thank you for watching. Have a great day, guys.